Hey, what is up, YouTube? It's Trader to the Living here. I'm just going to do a little short video talking about the Roger Linn design Linnstrument. My favorite device that I own, my instrument of choice to play these days. I choose it over my guitars and basses more often than not, and over keys. I come from a background of playing strings. I was a bass player. I play guitar. I play lots of acoustic guitar, some electric, but a bass player is my main background, playing in bands. The Linnstrument is laid out exactly like a bass guitar of the four strings, or the bottom four strings of a guitar. So coming from that kind of background, you have your octaves. You know, so scales and things are laid out. It's laid out just like a bass guitar. There's a learning curve for a lot of people who come from keyboards. I know it's harder to play like a piano or keys. It can be done, but it's more traditionally, like, if you look at it, if you put it up and jammed on it, like, you could play it like a bass. So there was a learning curve to it. I've had it for about 2.5 years. I practice it almost every single day, at least at night. I try and get at least a half hour to an hour of practice a day. It's actually only been in just these last 6 months that I wasn't embarrassed to play it on video, because I'd make so many mistakes. Now, you can set it for other scales. If you go into the global settings, hit your scale button, you have all different scales. So we're in C right now. I usually leave it in C just because I can find my way around all the other notes. But you can set it to, let's say we wanted it to be in A. Now, whoop, wrong one. Let's see. No, that would be F sharp. Okay, so yeah, we'll put it in, let's go to an easy one. Let's go to E. Okay, so now it's all set. And the way I look at the lights is kind of just like your dots on your fretboard of your guitar. Now, you can set it for guitars, and there's obviously the notes in between. But yeah, you can set the scale but I just generally leave it on C. Now, there's a lot of different things this thing does. You can set it to do a lot, and I'm going to get into more of that. I generally just, when I practice at night like this, I hook it up to an MPE device. In this case, I'm using the Tasty Chips Electronics GR Mega. It's been really interesting and fun to explore MPE with granular synthesis. But I often use VSTs, Arturia's Pigments, or lots of the Arturia stuff. There's quite a few of those that have MPE. I have used it for hardware, the Hydrasynth, and now if you own a Waldorf Iridium or Quantum, or I think the Iridium Core, there's a new big update that gives you MPE with that. So, but you can use it as a regular MIDI controller for anything. You can hook it up to anything. It's a controller. It's just a whole lot more fun to be able to play it with the expression of a stringed instrument like a violin or such. It's I think that it's Roger Linn's greatest achievement, and that's saying a lot, considering the man basically pioneered drum machines, and the Lindrum to the MPC to I think this is, and he's still very much active and selling these. There's a huge community across the world of Linnstrumentalists in all different countries. If you can go online, there's been some amazing videos. You know, if I can get good enough, maybe I'll be featured in one of those one day. But those guys are incredibly talented at playing the Linnstrument. But there is a learning curve. It takes a lot to get good at it. Just like any instrument that you pick up, you know, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because I really feel like it's slept on, and it's just such a special thing, and it holds such a place in my studio and my creativity, that I think it deserves shine, and it's every bit, if not more, relevant in 2025, and I think will be. I mean, I don't think this is something that it'll never become like an obsolete or old piece of technology to me, as long as there's devices that you can get any sound you want from it. There's all different softwares and things and devices you can plug it in to play. And as more and more devices come out with MIDI polyphonic expression, which I feel all of them should at least give you the option to now. It's already built in the devices with MIDI. From what I understand, any device that has MIDI could technically be made to be MPE. It's a big complaint I have with Electron right now, is they do not make any of their devices. Now, if the Tonewerk had MPE with the way it sounds and what its capabilities, and hopefully this will all be resolved soon, the issues that it has, but yeah, it seems like a crime that I can't play it with my Linnstrument with the type of expression. And hats off to Tasty Chips Electronics. Another device is the Groove Synthesis is making MPE available in all their products. Their new the 8M, the third wave 8M, which I'm doing a couple videos on that, because I feel people do not really understand until you hear that in person with MPE. And just in general, that is far from a VST in a box. It's an extremely special sounding musical device. Even though it's got digital oscillators, it just sounds freaking incredible. Just like it's got its own sound, just like the GR Mega does. And I've heard people criticize the sound of the GR Mega. I think they're insane. So, yeah, I'm going to do some more in-depth videos because there's so much you can do with this thing with the per split settings. You can set up your switches for different things. It's an incredibly powerful controller within just... I mean, I cannot rave about it enough. I think it's one of the best devices ever made for electronic music. It gives us true. Now, there's a lot of MPE controllers out there, right? You know, you have your squishy, rolly ones, which I've messed around on a little bit. Just wasn't my cup of tea. There's the Osmos, which I did get my hands on an Osmos, and I'm not a fan of keys wiggling like that. Now, that might be right up someone's alley as a key player to get that kind of expression. For me, it just, and perhaps it's because of the bass playing aspect of, let me switch the scale again. Let's go into D. So, you know, you got your D scale. Wait. Let's turn these effects down a little bit. A lot of delay on there. Anyhow, a a lot of people have been asking me recently, and I posted a video about it yesterday, or just jamming, and I got some questions on some social media, and a friend sent me a message, and I saw the Symptoms of Reality shout out guys mentioned it in their stream today about the Linnstrument. I just thought I'd talk about it. I feel like it and they are available used. This is the full version. There is a smaller version that's made, and there's a company, I will talk about this soon because you're going to see it soon. There's people who've done like other type of surfaces that you can put onto your Linnstrument, and there's one that I'm going to be getting here. It's probably going to still be a few months at least before it's released for the full size version, but basically it's got little bumps. It's got a little different surface, and I'm really interested to try that because you can kind of look away a little more and sort of feel your way. Where with a bass or a guitar, it's kind of easy because you have just that quadrant. But when you get into this many rows, sometimes looking away and knowing exactly where you are, that's a little tricky. So you can kind of feel your way. I'm interested to try it. You can switch it out. You can take this all apart. Roger Lynn, if you go to his website, Roger Lynn Design, there is so much information on the Linnstrument. Yeah, I really feel it's not loved and utilized like it should be. And like I said, there's a lot of different controllers. There's new MP controllers coming out every day, and I would love to see him sell more of these and see more people try it out, because I feel like it's got a step sequencer in it also. That's not what it is though, and Roger has specified he could make it a very advanced Oxy 1 style step sequencer. It has all those capabilities that you could do a lot of that type of thing, a deluge, or these kind of I'm sure I've never used a push 3, but I know that's got MP pads, the new MPC, but not quite like the Linnstrument. So yeah, guys, that's it. I was gonna make it a short video. I guess this ended up longer than I meant, but yeah, all the best to everyone. I got some stuff I'm working on, the third wave videos, and then more Linnstrument. There's gonna be some Tonework stuff, but that's on hold till Electron gives us this promised update this month that we need. I need bad because I want to do a comparison with that thing with multi-sampling versus the Waldorf Quantum and the MPC XSE, which are my three best devices I have that do multi-sampling. So anyways, all right guys, PMA all day every day. Be good to yourselves. Turn off the news, turn off the whatever it is that's keeping your mind occupied. Go outside in the nature, touch grass, and find some inner peace. All right. Take care.